all people in Africa are talking about united Africa. They want Africa to be united. They want Africa to be borderless. They want Africa to have one army. They want Africa to have one currency. Yes, they want us to be united. They are pan-Africanists. They are striving, they are trying their best, preaching about united Africa, because they believe that we have everything. If you are able to come together as one, if you are able to come together as united, then the resources we have, we can depend on it and build our continent, like Europe, like Asia. So all the Pan-Africanists are busy preaching this gospel. It is gospel for Pan-Africanists. And it didn't start today. It started from our forefathers. Kwame Nkrumah came through, Julius Nyerere came through, Selassie came through, Gaddafi came through, and now we are continuing what they left. We are still preaching the united Africa, borderless Africa, one currency, one army. Now, but let's ask ourselves this question. Is it all of us who are ready for this? Let's dot that question down. And the second one, if we are ready, then what are we doing? It's not about mouth, always opening our mouth to say that we want Africa to be united. No. If we are ready, then what effort have we put in place to ensure that our dream will be manifested? Then, are we all in peace? If you are able to achieve, and there's no peace in some of the African countries, the movement will be difficult. Though Africa is borderless, but the movement will be very difficult because there's no peace in neighboring country. There's no peace between some people in some countries. So if you achieve and there's no peace in another country, as already said, movement will be very difficult. Trading will be very difficult. So though we are pushing for one Africa, let's make sure the differences in some countries, let's solve the differences in some countries. If you're able to solve those differences, then when Africa become united, when our dreams come to pass, then the movement, the Africa that we needed, the Africa that we wanted to be borderless, the Africa that we want to have one army, one navy, the Africa that we want to have one currency, we will be able to enjoy it after the victory. Because, I don't know, this is very simple thing. It started from colonial era. After the colonization, after a lot of people, a lot of countries, or after we had our independence, that was when we started preaching united Africa. And it has continued. It has been there till now. So let's come together. Though we are already together fighting for this, for this togetherness. But let's make sure we put something in place to ensure that there is peace in neighboring countries, or there is peace in some of the African countries. Now, you have some people, they call them Boko Haram, rebels, and those people. Look at what they are doing in some of the African countries. If we are not able to eliminate them and we make African borderless, those people will enter in every country and do whatever they want and pursue their dream. That's the reason I said we should make sure we eliminate those people. We should make sure we maintain peace. We should make sure we solve the differences in some of the countries before we think of reuniting Africa. Here is Trenders TV. Yes, this is part 1 of Reunited Africa. Tomorrow I'll bring part 2. So please subscribe, share, leave a comment. What do you think? Should we reunite ourselves before we make sure the differences in some African countries, we go there, or we should solve those differences before we reunite Africa? This is a question for you. Make sure you subscribe, you share, leave a comment. Bye.